serving up a warm dish of the Triad's culinary fare, here's your weekly helping of food, news, and views. This is the man who ate the town.
Hey folks, and welcome to episode 112 of the Man Who Ate the Town podcast. This is for the week of May 20th through 26th, 2019. My name is Tim Beeman.
And I'm Happie.
And we are opening the recipe box. We're recording this episode of The Man Who Ate the Town at the Lab at Industry Hill. It is a repurposed building on North Chestnut in the old warehouse district of downtown Winston-Salem. Industry Hill itself hosts a lot of cool things: restaurants, chocolatiers, breweries, entertainment complexes, a high-end studio shop, a bouldering facility, and, of course, the Lab at Industry Hill. Find out more by visiting industryhill.com or visiting their Facebook or Instagram page. So, Zesto Burger celebrated their first anniversary on Saturday. I was there right at 11 a.m. to revel in their awesomeness. They had great specials going on. There were a lot of kids, because there were a lot of kid things. I mean, they had $1.99 kids meals. They had free ice cream for kids under 12. Cool. So, and all sandwiches were half off, and the wings were half for 50 cents.
Yeah.
So, hey, why not?
It was a little bit for everybody.
Yeah. And Stephanie had her first Chubby Decker, and we had a great time. We had to stop in the middle. I didn't know about this last week, where I would have announced it. Algernon told me on Thursday that it was happening, or Wednesday that it was happening. Aww. So I announced it on the Less Desirables. Right. And then, but I made a commitment to go there. But Friday I got called to MC the yoga festival on Saturday. So I was there at BB&T ball field at 7:30, bright-eyed, and well, I was there. I don't know about how bright my eyes or bushy my tail was, but I was there.
Did you do some yoga?
I did not.
Oh, you missed out.
No, I didn't. I got to watch other people do yoga from a distance, because it was. Oh yeah, I love watching yoga. Believe it or not, I watch yoga on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just don't do it.
I promise, the better, that's one of those things, the more you do, the better you get. But, it's everything. It's everything.
Yeah, I know.
Balance.
I know.
Yoga life.
Well, I think I pretty much secured my position as MC next year.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Because Kristen Williams, who's in charge of that, she's the one that contacted me. She goes, I know it's late notice and all that. She thought that they had somebody at the Dash Stadium that was going to do it. And the Dash is like, no, we don't have anybody for that. No, so
I'm sure it would have cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah,
too.
and she's
not in that time.
She was happy with me, so.
Oh, she's beyond happy with you. How could she not be? Yeah, you're better than a Dash guy, any guy. Sorry, Dash, but... Yeah.
Well, the good news was, while I was there, I did get... was given a business card and said, hey, we need fill-in positions. And I'm like, well, looky here.
Yep. You hear that? That's opportunity knocking.
That's right. And I opened that door. That's one of the emails I sent earlier today. So
that's a round of applause.
Yes, a round of applause.
Whole round.
In circular motion, or in the Z formation.
Yeah. Huge.
Slanted Shed Food Truck is now the regular food truck at Fiddlin' Fish Brewing. Cool. Which is big news, because for a food truck to have a regular gig anywhere is big news. Yeah. And Slanted Shed's only been around about a year or so. And to have been given the spot at a very popular and busy thing. One of the owners, David Ash, who he and his cousin Stuart Barnhart are the owners of Fiddlin' Fish, said that it's one of their customers' favorites, and they always do well, and so
why not?
Let's do it that way. They don't have to worry about scheduling.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right, absolutely. So why even? They said that they'll probably adjust stuff, because they'll be from Fiddlin' Fish from 5 to 9 Monday through Friday, and noon to 9 Saturday, and 2 to 6 on Sundays. But like when football season's in, they'll have TVs on, and they'll probably adjust the times there.
Oh yeah, and there's always room for expansion. So hire a couple more employees, and who knows, we still might see them all around town.
Absolutely. So Fiddlin' Fish is open 362 days a year, every day except for Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas. There will be times when other trucks are brought in to give Will Newell, the owner of Slanted Shed, a day off. But also special events might call for multiple trucks to be on hand.
That is cool,
but this is basically them saying that Slanted Shed is going to be their official truck. Which, again, congratulations to Slanted Shed, because...
Big deal. You've earned it.
Food trucks, like I said, they're always worrying about the next gig. So when they finally get one secured, then they can move ahead.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's very huge news.
Huge recognition. And it means both for both of them because, customers don't have to wonder where the Slanted Shed is. It's Fiddlin' Fish.
Even though they have to move off property every night to go to the commissary and all that stuff, it's...
That's the benefit of being mobile, though.
Well, it is, but it's also almost like your brick and mortar restaurant because it's always there.
Yep.
It's you know what's there, you know what to get, and I'm sure they will switch up the menu some.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Last Wednesday afternoon, an SUV crashed through the front of La Casa Lopez Mexican Grill on Healy Drive. The incident happened about 4:47, which is oddly enough about the same time of the day that Mr. Barbecue caught on fire. 4:47, different days, obviously, a month or two apart, but just 4:47 is about the time. When Carlos Ruiz, who was 16, was parking a 2007 Acura MDX, and the vehicle accelerated, and he hit the restaurant, went straight through it.
Oh, poor kid.
Poor
restaurant.
I guess his brother, 15-year-old passenger in the van, Raul, was... nobody was injured, luckily. So they hate this happen, but you know what? It's...
Growing pains,
but no one was injured, and that's what
Growing
happens.
pains for both. Hopefully the restaurant will get a nice insurance check, and we'll see some expansion there, too.
Yeah.
But Raul learned his lesson. I hope he did.
Was it Raul? Carlos. Raul was the brother.
Yeah, no, but both of them, because hopefully he got a little traumatized, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm sure what happened was, as he was parking it, he hit the gas instead of the brake.
You know you did it.
I've never hit a building like that, but knock on wood.
I ran through the driveway, my parents' the garage. We turned it into a spare room after that. I did. I thought I was backing out, but I was going forward, and I was really trying to back out too. I was in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
But as a kid,
because as kids, we're always in a hurry.
We're always in a hurry.
Or as adults, we're always in a hurry too.
That too. Oh yeah. Why do they call it rush hour? I promise I'm the only one rushing.
I am rushing all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else did I have? I want to mention one last time, because today is the cutoff. Furry Friends Food Pantry at St. Anne's Episcopal Church needs hot dogs, buns, condiments, drinks, and chips. Hoping to serve about 200 hot dogs. Anything you can donate would be graciously appreciated. Let them know today, the May 20th, if you can do it. They're going to be doing this at 2812 Ronaldo Road on June... I don't have it written down here, but
today's the cutoff.
Yeah, today's the cutoff to tell them. And to find out more information, call 336-760-4319. Okay, so this, I'm going to probably get a lot of eye rolling from you, Sharitha, but...
Oh, no.
I have talked about my favorite burgers, more specifically my top 5 burgers in Winston-Salem or the immediate surrounding areas, but have never really offered up what that top 5 is.
Okay.
And there's a couple reasons for it. I put off the list, for one part, the one I said it was number 2, the restaurant caught on fire and is now closed. That was Mr. Barbecue. The other reason is, honestly, I may have not yet had my favorite burger.
Oh, of course.
Because there's so many places in town that have burgers.
Yeah.
Now, we aren't having a podcast next Monday because it is Memorial Day. But Tuesday, the 28th is National Burger Day. And while I can personally call every single day Burger Day, for the majority of people, I think between Memorial Day and Labor Day, both the unofficial start and end of summer respectively, that between those dates, it's burger season. I mean, it's cookouts and all that stuff.
Grill season it is.
So I'm going to start a 3-month journey into Winston-Salem burgerdom.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to get recommendations from our listeners and readers.
Veggie burgers, please. Please keep those in the,
well,
recommendations.
Okay, I'm not ruling out trying those.
because a good burger is a good burger.
Right.
It doesn't matter what's in it.
Right. So, from the listeners, from the readers, starting Tuesday, which is the 28th of May, through September 2nd, which isn't only Labor Day this year, but it's Stephanie's and my 5th year anniversary.
I was trying to be mad, and he just made me all like mushy.
I will compile my top 5, maybe top 10 burger list. So again, I'm going to need your help, my listeners and readers, to tell me your favorite burger in town. There are some caveats, though. Instead of generalizing it and saying fast food burgers, I'm going to give a specific list of what I won't accept or eat.
Yeah, no crap.
I say that because there are a few non-traditional fast food joints that I frequent, like Zesto. That's a fast food joint, technically,
yes and
but they take 8 minutes to fix my burger, so it's made to order. It's
so
not
does McDonald's. Exactly.
Yeah, but it's not the same. Yeah.
Level.
Incidentally, Zesto is what I have said in the past was my favorite burger, but because I haven't tried the others, I don't know for sure.
He's biased.
So here's what I will not eat and won't accept as a recommendation: McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Hardee's, Five Guys, Cookout, Steak and Shake, Sonic, or Red Robin. I also won't accept "you should try mine." This is for everyone and not private parties.
Supporting small business.
Yeah, there may be a time when I put something like that together. Maybe a Man Who Ate to Town burger cook-off or something.
Yeah.
But not for this.
Okay.
Also, you can recommend specialty burgers like the Smoke Batch at Burger Batch or Bootlegger's Bourbon Burger from Chin Chin or whatever. I may make a special category for those, but the main focus for me will be a cheeseburger, single or double.
Oh, Simple Sally.
But that's what the
if you
average. Yeah.
Because if you can't do a cheeseburger, then how can you do anything fancy?
Right, with mayo, mustard, pickles, onions, and tomato. That's how I like my burger. So
I like it fancy.
But if there's something that I absolutely need to try, tell me and I'll work it in.
Yeah, send in the fancy stuff. Come on.
If you're not sure how a burger falls in my caveat, ask. It may or may not qualify. I'll take recommendations for food trucks if they're if burgers are their specialty. Also, if it's in Kernersville, Clemens, North Winston, heck, even as far as Yadkinville, I'll take those recommendations. They're most likely eligible for me. Does your favorite barbecue or hot dog stand do burgers and you have to have them? Then let's talk.
Yeah.
Now, I have to be smart about this. I can't just go crazy having burgers every day. Stephanie made me promise that if I do this, I have to watch everything else that I eat.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie.
So I have to eat a lot of plants and green things. I may see if Happie can help me with that. I will not go vegan or even vegetarian.
No.
There's lean proteins and stuff that I can get.
Good is good.
Yeah.
And healthy's the bonus.
But I have to
Eat
make
your
better
greens.
choices.
Oh, yeah, especially you're going to eat all of that meat. You want to eat some greens.
Yeah. Also, eating all these burgers will rack up a lot of expenses.
This is the eye rolling. You guys are missing it.
So if you are a restaurateur that wants to donate your burger for the project, I would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah,
also, if anyone's interested in introducing me to a burger and picking up the tab, I'm probably not going to turn that down.
But we're going to talk about it, so you make sure it's a good burger.
Yeah, right, absolutely. Because I'm going to talk about on the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also in the market for sponsors for this as well. I don't need to make tons of money, but I'd like to cover my expenses like the food and the gas that I'm going to get driving around.
Yeah.
Even if you're not in the food biz, I can work out some advertising on one or more of the podcasts or me doing blog posts or public appearances or whatever.
Look at you, sell it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would greatly appreciate anything you can help with, and I will be promoting a lot of people here. I actually think non-burger restaurants or businesses would be great sponsors. That way it's not like they're bribing me.
Yeah. But I mean, if you got a good burger, it's the burger challenge.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where it's coming from as long as it's good.
Right. Absolutely.
Veggie burgers.
Again, I'm not ruling out veggie burgers.
No, a good burger is a good burger, and that's what we're trying to solidify. Is
right.
the best burgers around the triad, right?
Right. Well, Winston mostly, but again, I'll take the.
Yeah.
I don't know about going to Greensboro for it.
Hey, what if Greensboro's sponsoring?
If somebody in Greensboro is going to pay for it, I'll be there.
Uh-huh.
But otherwise, I'm looking for Winston mostly.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Send me recommendations to tim@themanwhoatetown.com or on our Instagram or Facebook platforms. I really want the public's input on this. I think we as a public need a definitive list, not just for me, but for the town that I eat.
Yeah, you got to expand your horizons, and that's what input does. It's always somebody else's perspective that can give you a whole new horizon.
Absolutely. So you can send the stuff now, but the official date starts on the 28th, which is next Tuesday.
But I say start sending it sooner than later so that you can start compiling your list.
And where I'm going to go, because I have to, again, plot how I'm going to eat, because I can't have burgers every day.
Yeah, no, cardiac arrest.
Yeah, I've already had a heart surgery once. I don't need that.
Yeah, we're not doing that again.
Yeah, so I want to be smart about it.
Eyes rolling.
I know.
Ugh.
So let's talk.
I got a salad already in mind with your name on it.
Well, we'll talk after the podcast about that a little bit more. Let's do some food holidays.
Yay.
Today is 5/20, which is National Quiche Lorraine Day. And what that Lorraine means, they add bacon. That's basically what it is. And I said on our TVD page today, I said, let's get rid of the quiche part and just make it Lorraine Day, since we have one in our group. It's also National Pick Strawberries Day. You can get behind that, right?
Yes. And I wish I had known that soon. There were no strawberries at the market this weekend. Oh. So, yeah, kind of missing my strawberries, literally. Yeah. But cool.
In 1810, on this day, Dolly Madison, wife of President James Madison, supposedly served the first ice cream at the White House for a reception.
Supposedly, huh?
Supposedly. In 1862, President Lincoln signed the Homestead Act into law. It opened millions of acres of western land to settlers. In 1874, jeans with copper rivets are patented by Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis.
I love those. I've always wondered what and why, but
there is. It's just style. Yeah. Okay. In 1892, George Sampson received a patent for a clothes dryer. I don't know how they did that.
Tried some clothes today. Thank you.
In 2009, the hot dog wars happened. Sara Lee, which owns Ballpark Franks, sued Kraft Foods, which owns Oscar Mayer Jumbo Beef Franks, over claims that Oscar Mayer Franks are better than Ballpark Franks.
Because Oscar Mayer had a dog.
Has a way of B-O-L-N-G-N-A.
I never liked bologna. That's bologna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's kind of gritty.
Because Oscar Mayer has no. Catchy though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hot dog, flattened. Put it like that. That's what bologna is. Bologna.
Bologna. My mom tells me this story even today. Whenever I was a kid, my mom didn't curse, so instead of saying "well, shit" or something, she goes, "Bologna, Timmy," and I'm like, "Bologna, Timmy." I just thought that was the funniest thing.
I love it.
Today is Pick Your Own Strawberries Day. Yay. Tomorrow, the 21st, is National Wait Staff Day. Take care of your wait staff. Tip your waitresses.
Yeah, you should tip them every day.
You should
That's
tip them.
That's a tip for you.
And don't tip based on what the little thing at the bottom says. You can use that as a guide, but that doesn't include tax usually. So put the tax on there. And if you get something discounted, because, I get a lot of things discounted.
Yeah.
Tip on what the original was going to be, not what the discounted price is.
And another thing, sometimes things don't go perfect.
Yeah, that's not always the server's fault.
It's always not this, especially if you have a good server. He didn't cook your food, Yeah. I mean, you tip them according to their service.
Right.
Regardless of your discounts.
Yeah. Yep.
So yay, but every day, but especially tomorrow.
Yeah.
So maybe tomorrow, go a little extra.
And it's also National Strawberries and Cream Day.
Oh, we get 2 strawberry days in a row?
Yes,
Yay!
yes. I know you don't do the cream part, but
I can do a vegan cream.
can you? What do you make
Yes.
vegan cream out of?
Coconut milk.
Okay.
Coconut milk, some agave or date
As long as it's not from an
sugar.
animal.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. But yeah, no, what you can have, I can have too.
You just have to be creative.
A healthier version.
On the 21st in 1765, the first agricultural fair in North America was held in the British garrison Fort Edwards, Nova Scotia. In 1853, on the 21st, the world's first public aquarium, the Aquatic Vivarium, opened in Regent's Park, London.
Okay.
In 1881, Clara Barton founded the American Red Cross.
Cool deal.
In 1921, on the 21st,
Not long. Wow. Cool.
Taggart Banking Company of Indianapolis introduced Wonder Bread. The red, yellow, and blue logo created by their vice president was inspired by the international balloon race at the Indianapolis Speedway.
Cool. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Ah.
In 1927, on the 21st, after a 33.5-hour flight from Roosevelt Field in New York, Charles Lindbergh landed in Paris at 10:24 p.m. in his single-engine airplane, the Spirit of St. Louis, the first solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean.
36 hours.
Yeah, 33.5.
That's a long flight.
In 2009, after months of numerous mechanical failures, a new recycling system was activated on the International Space Station. The system recycles astronauts' urine and sweat into drinking water. Now, you say that, but you know the water you drink and tap here is from that. It's recycled water.
No, thank you.
I can take you and show you where the city's water is recycled.
I believe it. You know, a Brita filter is our friend, but they can't filter all of that. I'm sorry. I'm just, oh no. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
On the 22nd of May, it's National Maritime Day, annually to honor the U.S. Merchant Marine. It's also National Vanilla Pudding Day, or here in the South we call it Puddin'. National Vanilla Pudding Day. On the 22nd in 1819, American steamship SS Savannah sailed from Savannah, Georgia to Liverpool, England, the first steamship to cross the Atlantic. It arrived in Liverpool on June 20th, 1 month later.
What?
Actually, I would have thought it would have taken a lot longer back in 1819.
Yeah, especially when it takes forever to fly.
Yeah. In 1892, on the 22nd, Dr. Washington Sheffield invented the collapsible metal toothpaste tube. I don't know what that is.
Before my time.
In 1894, African-American inventor S. Newton patented an oil heater or cooker. So one that worked on oil.
Before my time.
Mine too. In 1931, barely. In 1931, canned rattlesnake goes on sale. Packed by George K. End of Arcadia, Florida. Not quite as big a hit as Spam was.
I was going to say, what happened to that one?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
In 1946, on the 22nd, the Culinary Institute of America, that's right, CIA, not the Central Intelligence Agency,
the other CIA.
Was founded. Again, Chef Travis Myers from Willow is a graduate of the Culinary Institute of America. In 1956, Lever Brothers registered Whisk trademark for America's first liquid laundry detergent.
Okay.
So
That's
that
the
was
first?
yeah,
Wow.
in 56 everything else was powder before then.
And it's still around.
Yeah. In 1990, believe it or not, Microsoft releases Windows 3.0. I remember
I do.
3.1
Yeah.
because it was either DOS or 3.1 or Apple.
Yeah.
In 2005,
That's funny.
this has nothing to do, well, it kind of does. Thurl Ravenscroft died. And usually I've stopped doing the born and dying, but he was a voice actor, which is very important to me. He's one of Walt Disney's, actual Walt Disney, not just the name. One of his good friends, and he is the one that goes, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch." He's the one that sang that song. You not familiar with? You ever watch the Grinch Who Stole?
Movies.
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas?
I only remember Lion King barely. Every time I watch a movie, it's like the first time. Every single movie. It never fails.
All right. Well, he was also the voice of "They're Great."
Yeah,
Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah. So he.
See, I know food.
Yeah, you do. So he died in 2005. He was born in 1914. The 23rd, which incidentally is our friend Tim Johnson's wife's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Amy, happy birthday. I'm not going to say how old she will be.
21.
Yeah, 21 again.
Uh-huh.
The 23rd is National Taffy Day.
Sugar.
On that day in 1911, the New York Public Library, the largest marble structure ever constructed in the United States, was officially dedicated by William Howard Taft, the president at the time. The Beaux-Arts building, located on 5th Avenue between 40th and 42nd Street, cost at the time, and this was 1911, $9 million and took 14 years to complete. It opened the next day.
14 years?
Yes. In 1922, on the 23rd, Thomas Edison patented a method for making metal foils, like aluminum foil, and
that was you said 1942?
1922.
Okay.
Yeah. In 1939, on the 23rd, William Underwood Company registered Underwood trademark for canned deviled ham. My mother used to eat that, and potted meat, and a couple other really gross things. In 2016, on the 23rd, archaeologists uncovered a 5,000-year-old brewery in the central plain of China. It is the oldest beer-making facility ever discovered in China. Residue from inside the uncovered pots and funnels, including a mix of fermented grains, broomcorn millet, barley, and Job's tears, a chewy Asian grain, also known as Chinese barley. The beer recipe, quote unquote, also called for tubers, which were added to sweeten and flavor the beer. Tubers being like potatoes and things.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what's a tuber?
Yeah, I had to look it up too.
Cool. That is so cool.
Yeah.
See, a little history goes a long way.
The oldest continuously running brewery in the world is in Germany. It's still going. The Weihenstephaner.
How long?
It was, I want to say something like 1000 something, or 1000, early 10s. It may be a little bit later, but I know the German beer law, purity law of 1516, called the Reinheitsgebot. They are big advocates of that. So I don't know. What that means is you can only use water, barley, malt, and yeast for beer.
What were they using? What are the other options?
Not much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess they were really trying to expand.
Yeah. Now, there's all kinds of beers that have come past that, but the purity law for them to be considered, those things have to have
and it has to have a base. Even if you add some flavor to it, it has to have the base.
Yep.
That's fun.
On the 24th of May, it's National, I like this, you will not like this, National Escargot Day.
Yeah, no.
And then the holiday that I will never, ever, ever celebrate, National Asparagus Day.
Yeah, it has its own day.
I hate asparagus.
No, it's not gross. It's just haven't had it cooked the right way.
No, there is no right way.
I promise. Have you?
Am I going to smell my pee afterwards?
Have you had it cooked in bacon?
Yes, I have. Am I going to smell my pee afterwards? Yes. I don't want it.
Well,
nope.
You need a cleanse. We all need a good cleanse.
Give me some beer and some cranberry juice.
It's a different kind of cleanse.
Nope. I'll just go without the cleanse. On the 24th in 1830, the nursery rhyme Mary Had a Little Lamb was first published.
Mary had a little lamb, feet as white as snow.
In 1945, the first Foodomat was installed in the Grand Union Company store in New Jersey.
What the?
I don't know.
Okay.
In 1976,
you know everything.
I at least act like I do. In 1976, in Paris, 2 California wines won top honors at a blind wine tasting by the best of France's wine experts. Yeah. The French were shocked, mortified, petrified, and the wine world was forever changed. The account was reimagined, and this was the basis of the film. I know you don't remember movies, but the 2008 film Bottle Shock, starring Bill Pullman, Chris Pine, and the late great Alan Rickman. It was all about, they thought they had lost. They were going out of business. Wine over there was not happening, wasn't doing anything. They entered these into the French, and you know how French are snooty about their wine.
Oh my gosh.
And it was a blind taste test, and they actually won.
Yeah, everything in California is a little better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Spoken like a true Californian.
Just a little biased.
5/25, the 25th is speaking of which, National Wine Day. It's also National Brown Baguette Day, which means pack your own lunch.
Yeah. I say pack your own everything. Those plastic bags from the grocery store are not recyclable. So, yeah, bag everything. Pack your own baguette every day. Bag it.
Or go to one of the local restaurants and spend your money there.
Yeah.
In 1877, on the 25th, Minnesota's $1 per bushel bounty on grasshopper eggs expired.
What the?
The state had experienced a 4-year grasshopper, which actually was locusts, plague. In 1882, the first frozen mutton from New Zealand arrived in Britain.
What is a mutton?
It's a lamb, I believe.
Oh, no.
What is mutton?
Oh, no. I immediately thought mitten. And I'm like...
It's lamb.
Oh, no. Yeah. I like the mitten in my head. Frozen mitten.
Not mitten.
Why would you ship a frozen mitten? Because it looks better than a mutton.
In 1986, 6 million Americans participated in the Hands Across America by holding hands and singing across 4,150 miles of road in support of the hungry and the homeless.
Isn't there like a video about that or something?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, well, lots of them, I'm sure, but yeah.
In 2007, on the 25th, Coca-Cola created a 3,000-gallon, 15-foot-high ice cream float with vanilla Coke and ice cream, and set a new world record for the largest ice cream float. The float was certified as drinkable by health inspectors, but it was disposed of by a garbage company. They also held the previous record from 1998 with 2,085-gallon float. So this was almost 1,000 more gallons.
If it wasn't just cornstarch and syrup, I might be really upset about all that wastefulness. That's a lot. Just for a record.
Yeah.
Bless them.
Yeah. Then the 26th of May is National Blueberry Cheesecake Day.
Yay!
It's also National Cherry Dessert Day, so pick your favorite cherry dessert.
I can do both of those vegan style.
In 1927, the last Model T Ford rolled off the assembly line on the 26th. 15 million Model Ts were produced from 1908 to 1927. They were known as Tin Lizzy, not to be confused with the Irish rock band Thin Lizzy, many, many years later.
There used to be a bar I went to called Tin and Lizzie's.
Really?
Yeah.
And where? In California?
I guess it was in California. It had to be because I used to go to the bar a lot out there. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, Tin and Lizzie's. I know that. Yeah, there was a bar named... That's where they got it from, huh? See the history.
See, there you go. I like to... That's why they call me Trivia Tim.
Go, Tim.
That's your food holidays and histories for this week.
Baloney, Timmy. Sorry, I had to.
Special thanks to James Eagler at foodreference.com for making us chuckle and roll our eyes a little bit. Wasn't a whole lot of rolling our eyes except for asparagus.
No.
Ugh.
And mutton. Or mutton.
Yeah. Well, the Man Who Ate the Town podcast is part of the Less Desirables podcast network. Along with this podcast, you can listen to the Less Desirables, the Beer Dads, Fan Interference, and Apartment 5B. You can find all these podcasts and their latest episodes on our on our network website and directory, tlgpodnetwork.com. You'll also find social media links for each right there as well. What do you have going on? I'll give you a little plug time.
Well, finally I got a little breather. So big thing, I guess, right now, I'm working on, my trial time at the farmer's market ended. So working on getting into markets and fairs. But June 15th is the colorism event. Tickets are on sale for $7 at Eventbrite.
What is a colorism?
So it is a group of local community members that are trying to just engage people of color and people that are just not just of color, but people that are interested in interacting and breaking the color lines. So it's called it's a collective event. It's called Gumbo Greens and Salsa, and yeah, it's just a little bit of everything for people, women, men, people who are interested in breaking those color lines and barriers and the community and across the world. So yeah, it's June 15th. Tickets are $7 and a good networking event, period. But I'm talking about social issues.
Okay.
Yeah, that's huge. So I'll be catering, of course, having some happy food. Yeah, and that's I think the biggest thing, other than June 2nd. You don't want to wait till 15th to taste my food. We got a brunch on the 2nd.
Where are you doing that?
That is downtown on 3rd Street at Off the Beaten Path Coffee House. Yeah, right across from the courthouse. Literally off the path a little bit.
Oh, is it the one that's behind where
there's a food
Tide
right
Harmony?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so tickets are on sale on Eventbrite there too. You can find info on my website, happiefood.com. That's HAPPIEFOOD.com. Fun. Fully catered champagne brunch. You leave with a painting and lots of lots of connections. Sorry, it's just a self-care Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome possum.
Awesome possum.
We're gonna get you some food before that with all these burgers coming up. But happy food makes you happy.
Well, happy makes me happy.
See? Yeah.
Delicio's Italian Restaurant is located at 301 Brookstown Avenue. Delicio's is the go-to Italian restaurant in town. I say it's my favorite Italian from my favorite Italian. They are fully ABC compliant and are rocking the bevies from what I understand. They have stopped opening for lunch for now. I don't know if that's a permanent thing or just getting through the hot weather because people
are
do that.
Doing other things.
So they're open 4 to 9 Monday through Thursday and 4 to 10 on Fridays and Saturdays right now. Check them out on Instagram and Facebook. Or as Tony says, Facebook. Yeah, Pavro, you would answer it on the Facebook.
Yeah, it's hot. So go eat out. You're not turning your stove on. You probably don't have too many fruits and veggies around, which are a great way to survive this heat. But go support the local restaurants. Restaurants right now, this is a really bad time for restaurant season. Because kids are home and people are traveling.
And they're right there in the SOB 40 area, so they're being affected by road closures and
they
stuff,
have reasonably priced meals.
Oh yeah,
it's reasonably priced. So you're not really hurting yourself too much by eating out a little here and there. Right. Still.
Yep. Washington Perk and Provision Company is located at 301 West 4th Street. You'll find a little bit of everything at the Perk. Wolfie's Custard, Larry's Beans Coffee, Papa Doc's Bionic Tonic, fresh fruits and vegetables. Yeah. There you go. Eggs, milk and cheese, condiments, toiletries, and more. Heck, get a delicious and inexpensive sandwich made at their deli counter. Washington Perk is better than a convenience store, but not quite a grocery store. Again, they're 301 West 4th Street. You can find them on Facebook and on Instagram at WashingtonPerk_DTWS. Facebook. And the Humblebee shop is located at 1003 Brookstown Avenue in the west end of downtown. You need to go to Instagram right now and look up the Humblebee shop. Brittany is doing her thing, making your baking dreams come true.
Vegan options too.
Yes,
Yummy.
regular, vegan, and gluten-free, whatever your needs there. The Humblebee shop wants to challenge your perception of scratch made and leave you with an experience you couldn't possibly forget. For more information, visit them on Facebook and Instagram or the Humblebee shop.co. SHOPPE.co.
Yamas.
Well, Yamas, exactly. Yamas. So keep an eye on my blog and this podcast to find out more about the food news and happenings around town. Don't forget that I'm looking for burger recommendations.
Yeah.
Burger recommendations.
Healthy options, please, included.
If you have any of food news or burger recommendations, send them to tim@themanowaitthetown.com or on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter Instant Messengers. Like us on Facebook. On Twitter, we are Man Who Number 8 the Town. On Instagram, we are Man Who Ate the Town.
The best burgers, though. That's a catch. Not a mediocre burger.
Yeah. I want to know what you think is the best burger.
The best.
Yeah. Or just what your favorites are. Because I need a whole list to compile here. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys send one and I won't be mad,
Yeah. So, Happy, thank you for filling in for Ray again.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
He should be back next show, which will be in 2 weeks. We're taking off next Monday. But I appreciate it, and we're going to talk about some food here in a second.
Yeah.
My name is Tim.
And my name is Happie.
And we're closing the recipe box. Until next time, thank you for reading. Thank you for listening. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Yamas.
Yamas! The views and opinions stated by me or any of my guests are solely those of ours and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of our hosting companies, distributors, enemies, friends, or relatives. This podcast is copyrighted and cannot be reproduced or distributed without express written consent of the man who ate the town, that's me, and Such Limited Inc. However, if you ask nicely, we'll probably let you.